Jeremy, why don't you tell us about you? Then we can kind of talk about how we met, but tell us about you.
Uh, I've been doing this since I was 16, just internet network marketing. Had some bumps in the road, and it's just experience over time, but I absolutely love it. You learn from all your mistakes and your failures, and you've just grown. I've helped dozens of people. I got a pretty big following now, and I'm enjoying it each and every day.
It's the
Cool.
free life, isn't it, Jeremy? Just
Oh,
living the life,
definitely,
right? Yeah, cool.
definitely.
Excellent. So let me think about this. I met Diane at an event. And
Mm.
wouldn't you know, I met Jeremy at an event. So it is because of events that my business has really taken off over the last couple of years. I don't know what you two think about events, but I think events rock. I know Diane. See, I got a beer sitting in the picture here with Jeremy, and I know Diane. I had dinner with you where we connected over a beer, and that's just kind of how I like to roll. And out of it, I ended up with two fabulous partners to work with and grow my business with. And we're going to get into some marketing stuff in a minute. But what do you guys think about live events? We got some stuff coming up in the next couple months.
Yeah,
There's actually quite a bit of events coming up, isn't there?
There's at
Like
without a
least
doubt.
there's at least a couple, and so do you have a
I
word of wisdom or one or two things you might say to folks about events that they're attending or thinking about attending?
go. That's the major one.
Go.
Go. Uh, Definitely. Like I know when I went to this event where I met you, Vanessa, I'm real, I guess, closed off and kind of shy, especially because that event was a mastermind event where it was you, Dagan, Mark Overson, JB showed up. Just like all the big name people, and I'm just like, well, I like look up to all these people. This is amazing, and then it makes everything real. It makes the business real if you just sit behind your computer and just kind of imagine and learn from these people instead of actually going out and meeting who they are. Uh, it could really hold you back if you never go out and meet these people. It makes everything imaginary. And then you go out and meet these people and it's like, oh, this person's just like me. I can do this now. And it pushes you to the next level, definitely.
Yep, I
Without a
agree.
doubt.
I think you have to go. You have to go. Um, well, let me kind of move my slides just a little bit, and let's jump into some stuff that we've been talking about just on the side for even the last couple of weeks, if not months, around just business and marketing in this world. And for me, people ask me all the time, "Wow, how do you make the leaderboards? Tell me about the leaderboards and that kind of thing." And I'm not sure that everybody knows or understands what a leaderboard really can do for your business, why you need to care about the leaderboards. Diane, I know you have for a long time now been very able to dominate leaderboards. And part of that is your skill as a marketer and as a mentor to people. Um, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on leaderboards.
Well, every program, every launch, everything out there has a leaderboard. And, you know, you guys, you want to learn how to get on the leaderboards. Like Jeremy was just talking about an event that he was at with Vanessa. He was able to end up at the top of the heap in a very major launch in this industry. And because of that, he got name recognition and then eventually went to a private event where he got to meet all the players. And having people that are at the top of the heap know that you're a mover or a shaker, knowing that you're a player, even if you scraped to make that leaderboard just a couple of times or whatever, what it does is it makes the top people notice you, and it makes them want to reach down and groom you. So that's a big advantage of getting on the leaderboards. And then for somebody like me who's been doing it for years, you're keeping your name in the mix. And most important, here's a word you might want to write down: documentation. Okay? Having documentation that you've done something helps you recruit and helps you sell all day long. So like I could sit here with you, I could pull up, if Vanessa gave me the screen, which I don't want her to, I could pull up a folder where I can show you pictures of me on stage, pictures of me on every leaderboard, et cetera, et cetera. So nobody can deny that I know my stuff. And that's what makes people want to go with me. And that's why for Jeremy, starting out and getting on those leaderboards, VaNessa's now on leaderboards all across the industry. It's a big deal, and why you want to really consider making a push to get onto a leaderboard at whatever program you're involved with or whatever you have going on. Yeah.
Agreed. And so
I
that,
definitely.
Jay, if you have anything to add to that, if not, I want to move on to teams, but if you have something you want to add.
Oh, no, that was perfect.
Yeah, I liked it, every word of it. And so now here's a way you can get on leaderboards. If you think that your list or your following or those that you can promote to may not, be exactly what you need to get on a leaderboard, you can team up with someone else. Now, there's a couple of reasons for teams. First of all, you have your business and you're doing your solo solitary thing, but you're really not an island. When you are a part of a team of people that come together for a common cause, it the energy uplifts and boosts everybody else. So you can form a team within your company, within the products that you promote. You can have teams in various different ways, and that's why you see a lot of JV partnerships. And that's a joint venture partnership that's going to help everybody. So, in a recent launch that was a big launch of the summer, there were a lot of teams promoting together to try to reach the top spot of the leaderboard. There's nothing that prevents you from going out and partnering with some folks. Diane, I know that Jeremy and I have partnered for certain launches before where we've been a team and gone out and promoted one link in order to, increase our sales through that particular link. I know you've done both solo and team, launches and product sales. Do you have any words of wisdom around forming teams and maybe, who to partner with and how you choose your partner?
Do you guys, I don't know, I never really watched the show, but do you guys remember the show Survivor?
Mm-hmm.
Remember they'd be jumped on an island or
Totally.
something?
Yeah.
And what they would do was they would start to form alliances, okay? And sometimes in business, it makes the most sense to form alliances instead of standing alone. And I've been in many launches where I've done my own thing, but in this particular launch, which was going to be the biggest launch in the history of the industry, and it was, forming alliances made more sense because we could all get further because we were working off of each other's skill set. And that's really when you partner up or when you team up, that's really what it is. You're able to leverage your other team members' skills. Now, a lot of people think, VaNessa, can I go for a second? Is it
Please
cool?
go. Yeah, go.
Okay. A lot of people think when you're using leverage, a lot of people think, well, I'm leveraging somebody under me in something. They're going to sell stuff and I'm going to make money, or they'll be underneath me in an MLM, or they think that that's leverage. But leverage goes the other way too. Many, many times I have leveraged somebody who has a lot more skills than me. In fact, I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't leveraged people who could sell better than me, write copy better than me, present better than me. And I would just learn to utilize their skills to my benefit, and it became a win-win-win. So having alliances, being part of a team is critical, especially if you're newer in the industry, because it takes, everybody knows me, I tell it like it is. A lot of people want to believe that you can learn how to be a pro and make $30,000 a month in a week, okay? But the reality is it takes time. So we have to learn to use the skills of other people, and that the skill sets of other people can allow us to accelerate both our knowledge, but mostly our income. So I don't know if that makes sense, VaNessa.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, part of when Jeremy and I met, we actually liked each other. I'm like, you're a cool dude, you're a young kid. He could be my little brother, and I still, giggle over that because he can be. He actually could be my son, but we won't go there.
Well, if he could almost be your son, he could be mine. So let's not go there. And that's enough said. Although he could be a cute date for my daughter. She'll slap me if she heard me say that. But anyway.
He could. And so we have complementary skills, and he's brilliantly technical and at writing copy and all kinds of stuff. And, I can do some of that stuff, but it's not my favorite. And so there's other things that I like to do. And so we just decided that we were going to go out and do some stuff. And the very first thing we partnered up on get this. Actually, Jeremy, I think you remember this. The very first thing we did about 3 weeks after we got back from that boat trip is we did a webinar with Dagan Smith.
I remember
And
that.
you remember that? It
Yeah.
was definitely not Dagan's style. He morphed to our style. We ended up going like an hour over, and um, it was our date with Dagan, and it was crazy. But at the end of it, it was awesome. We'd pulled it off, this big guy, and we added to our list. We added to our bottom line, and we realized we worked well together. And then we went off to do our other stuff. And then a few months later, we came back to partner on something else. And it was just, we liked each other. We got to know each other at an event. There's some trust there. He's got my back. I've got his. So as you're looking in the marketplace, I guess my point, I ramble, as you're looking at who to partner with and who to team up with, there's going to be people you just go, yeah, you know what? You're cool. I dig what you got. I like what you do. And you have complementary skills. That works for me. So it's a win for me. It's a win for you. And we play. I know a couple of other great marketers out there work together. I got to get this right because I'm going to reverse it. Jordan Schultz and Adam Chandler met at an event and started doing stuff together. And so it's just something that I want marketers to remember. You are not an island. You are not solitary, and you don't have to be if you don't want to be.
Big time.
So I guess, are there any questions on that first part from folks? If you're getting this, please raise your hand. Let us know that we're making sense to you. That would be quite helpful. All right, we got some hands going up, some hands going up. Cool. Excellent. The second thing, I guess, we just kind of wanted to have a discussion tonight because there's a lot of, I want to call it noise in the industry. And there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of discussion around, doing one thing and doing it well. And the fact that, if you're doing more than one thing, you probably can't do it well, and this, that, the other thing. I am personally a huge believer, and I have been for many, many years, of multiple streams of income and how to do it without overwhelm. So that's what I want to move us into. Diane, you believe in multiple streams. Jeremy, I know you
No,
do as
I
Oh
well.
hate
yeah.
them. I like to have as least money as possible, Vanessa.
As little
I
as
want more streams, more streams, more streams.
as little of money as possible, and if that company goes away, you're SOL.
Yep.
So, if you have not had that happen, if you've had all your eggs in one basket and that company decided to go away, you haven't lived until that happened, and now you're looking around going, "What just happened?" Jeremy, I think that happened to you.
Yeah, that happened to me. I had an organization of 280 people that I built in like I think it was 36 days, and then 3 months later, it just it got hit and it disappeared, just like out of nowhere. Just they're like, we can't send you your check. They sent this long, detailed lawyer type message with all kind of legalization in it or whatever, why they're not going to send me my check, and it's just like instantly gone. But luckily, I had uh, marketing elsewhere. I had some SEO stuff, had some videos and stuff that I did, and it was selling some ClickBank products. And uh, luckily, I didn't go from nothing to broke with that. But it definitely it can take your breath away when that happens, and you definitely got to look out for something like that happening because it there's no telling when it can. It's scary. I know I was telling you guys about that was like 2 weeks ago,
Yep. Yep.
and it's one of those things that uh, blink of an eye, um, your income could just go away.
I've seen that lots of times
Hmm.
out there. Luckily, not to me because I always structure a business in a certain way, but I have seen it a lot of times out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so what we want to talk about, I guess, for a few minutes, at least it was, I'm the one who put the agenda together, and I kind of said, guys, this is what I really, really want to talk about because it's really important to me. And they are like, oh, Vanessa, okay, whatever, fine, it's all good. I just noticed, Diane, we have a special visitor who joined us this evening. So I think it's
Are the
cool.
initials BC?
No,
Oh,
GG,
okay.
GG. So
I need to look.
you have to look. I just thought that was cute. So I digress. So we're talking about multiple streams of income
Ah,
and how.
BGG. I'm sorry, I'm being
Yes,
rude.
I know.
You know me. I can never pay attention and
I
be a
I
good
just
girl. So
I happen to notice. So ooh, like that shiny
it's
object.
making me hungry. It's making me hungry for menudo. But anyway, carry on. Go ahead. It's inside joke.
um, so multiple streams of income is something that gets touted a lot out there in the industry. Multiple streams of income, multiple streams of income. What does that really mean? I was having a conversation with a student who was talking about a couple of things that she was working on and how completely overwhelmed she was because she was trying to focus on one thing at a time, and they were taking up so much time, and each one was taking up more time, but she couldn't get to the second one and this, that, and the other thing. When you're talking about multiple streams of income in your business, you're talking about building a solid business foundation. And I think of it like legs of a stool. One leg of my stool is my coaching business. One leg of my stool is my affiliate promotion. One leg of my stool is my primary opportunity. And one leg of my stool is any type of consulting work that I might do to help others in regards to programs and services and such. And so if any one of those were to go away, yeah, my stool might wobble some and might tip over, but it won't completely come down crashing and break necessarily. If a couple of them were, then I might be in trouble, but it gives me a solid footing to a certain degree. You ever go to a restaurant, you go like sit in a bit like in a bar stool and it wobbles? Well, my husband hates that. It makes him crazy. So he always goes and he finds napkins and he puts it under there to kind of to make it even again. And that's kind of what we're talking about here is how to fill your business with things that make sense to you that are going to keep you stable and not at the whim of a company. So multiple streams of income can be different things for different people. And so you have to think about what makes sense for you. Um, Diane, what do you think about the multiple streams from a perspective of someone who's been around for 13 years and seen things come and go and all that goodness?
Well, I've always, when I first got into business, I started with an MLM. I didn't know anything else, and I worked at that for a certain period of time, became pretty successful over there, and then I saw a lot of things go on. And I started to study marketing, and I had a mentor that really pushed me to look at the real world. See, he told me that certain things were fantasy and other things were the real world. And so I started looking at the way stores ran themselves, big retail operations like Walmart and Target and Costco. And I started to look at places like Barnes and Noble and Target and Home Depot. I always call myself the home business Home Depot. And I started to realize just your own supermarket, guys, sells thousands of things. They only have one business, but they sell thousands of things. And what they put on their shelves is dependent upon what their consumer base wants to buy. Because obviously in a supermarket, if you don't move the product, it's going to go bad and they're going to have to throw it away. They lose it. So I just started to realize that there was no reason why I couldn't have lots and lots of revenue streams, different ones, popular for different times of year. If you go down to Target this time of year, they're selling Halloween stuff and sweaters and blankets. If you go there in the spring, they're selling patio sets and bathing suits. Doesn't mean the store has changed. It doesn't mean their business has changed. It just means that they're bringing out the product lines that are the consumers want right now. And then there's some product lines that always they're cleaning products and containers for your kitchen and sheets and stuff. They always sell those things, and they sell well all the time because they're perennial favorites that people are always buying. So this is real world. This is just common sense. And I started to realize I had a consumer base, and I just wanted to offer them what they wanted to buy. And it got a lot less confusing because I didn't see it. There's only one or two doors in any particular store. It's just one way in. It's just like you build that list and the people come into your store and then you can show them anything you want. So I add revenue streams all the time and I am not shy about it. Sometimes people throw stones at me and say, you shouldn't do that. And I was like, go talk to Walmart. Leave me alone. Because I'm just doing it the way good old-fashioned American business does it. So I thought it was pretty cool.
And I think the first time that you put it in that perspective, I remember hearing you talk about the supermarket quite a while ago. Makes
Yep.
complete sense. We all have one business with multiple products that we sell. And that just takes that right there takes the overwhelm kind of away, because you're not running multiple businesses, you're running one business.
And Vanessa, most of the time when people hear that for the first time, they kind of go, "Oh, well, of course, every store I've ever gone in is like that."
Right.
It
I
doesn't
mean,
matter whether you go
yeah.
to Victoria's Secret and they sell underwear. They also sell
Lotions.
they sell detergent to wash your underwear with, because they know that it just meets their needs. If you go down to Dick's Sporting Goods, they're selling sporting goods. It's based upon your consumer base what you carry. Most people find a product and then try to convince everybody to buy that one product. It's kind of weird, if you ask me. But
And then that's it, right? That's their sole focus. So that right there to me is like a nugget of gold. Did you guys grasp that? If that made complete sense to you, raise your hands, leave us a comment. Let us know that resonated with you. All right, we got some hands going up. We got some comments coming in. Excellent. Cool. So if you have any questions as we're going along, I am monitoring the Q&A box. Go ahead and pop things in there. I will be watching. But we can move along. Jeremy, do you have anything to add on multiple streams of income?
No, I think Diane hit it on the head with that one. I mean, that's the way I actually look at it. I mean, there's always new stuff that's going to be popping up. Really, the only thing that I always say is make sure you choose quality stuff and just
yep.
don't go out there and find anything that you can sell just to sell it. Definitely bring quality stuff to the people that are following you so they'll continue to follow you. I mean, I sell a couple different things on a regular basis, affiliate products, and it's the best thing ever to get an email saying thank you for sending me this and let me buy it from you. Because it's exactly what they're looking for. It's something that they actually want. I mean, what's a better feeling than getting a thank you letter for somebody giving you money? There's
Isn't
nothing
that
better than
great?
that.
Isn't it
I
great?
can't think of one.
I
Yeah,
love that. It's awesome. Yep.
yeah,
So yeah, that is very true. Anything I know that all three of us, anything that you see us promote, I know that it comes from a very strong place of support for that product, and that's how you want to be. You don't want to just be out there finding cruddy products to promote just to promote, because it's not about selling. To me, it's not about selling. It's about being a value to the marketplace, that people perceive you to be the person they want to go to when they need something. So you want to be the store they walk into. Cool.
definitely, definitely.
Cool stuff. Let's see what I got next. I forgot my slides already. Our truth. Now, Jeremy, here's where the rubber meets the road. I'm going to share a little story about why I partnered with Diane, and then
I'm frightened. I'm very, very frightened.
You should be. You should be. And then you can share, and then she can share why she actually decided to, kind of agree to play with us and run with us and do what we do. So Diane and I met a year ago December, and we went
Wow, it's
out to
almost a
dinner.
year. Gosh.
I know, almost a year. We went out to dinner and had a beer, and actually, Michelle Pesco-Solito and her husband. No, Larry was with us. Michelle
Mary was there,
Pesco-Solito was
and we
there.
had crab cakes.
Yes, we had crab cakes, and they were yummy. And where were we? Oh, Baltimore, Maryland. That's right.
Yep.
And we were talking and talking and talking, and she flat out looked at me and she said, "I know who you are, and you can do better." Nice to
That's
meet
my
you
style.
too. Nice to meet you too, right? It wasn't that. That was the gist of it. But it was a little bit softer than that. I won't say it was, but that's what stuck in my head. And I thought, wow, you know what? You're right. I can. And you know what? Let's continue this conversation. We continued the conversation. And by the time I walked out of the conversation and went back to the hotel room and stuff, it was, yeah, you're right. I can do better. And I believe I can do better. That was what you put into me in that short dinner. And I'm not sure you ever knew that, is I had belief in myself. We all have belief in ourselves to a certain degree. But when somebody else believes in you at the same level, if not more than you believe in yourself, it rises and makes your gumption go. And at that moment, I was like, yeah, somehow I got to work with her. And I didn't know how. I didn't know how it was going to work. And I remember a few months later we were talking about stuff and it wasn't time yet, and more time progressed, but I still remembered that meeting, and I worked my tail off for what I was doing for my projects and such, and then it just came where it was like, you know what, we have to do something together because I want you in my life to help me be better. um, and I wanted to have fun while doing that. I really am about fun. I'm in this industry for the fun and the friends, and the money comes with that. So that was really, really why, Diane, I chose to partner with you, because you were hard on me that day. So
Oh, tell them the truth. You want me to tell them the truth?
you can tell them your truth. This is my truth.
You'll remember something else, though. First of all, guys, when I met VaNessa, I I so rarely see somebody that can understand the mind of a client like VaNessa can. And she has this unique capacity to coach someone to understand where they are, to soothe if they're in panic or in confusion, and to soothe them and take control in such a way that she can get across and teach them pretty much anything they need to learn, from something very basic like copying and pasting all the way up to something pretty, pretty fancy dancy, SEO and WordPress stuff and all that type of stuff. But it's rare to see someone that can do it. A lot of people build themselves as a coach, but most of the people that do actually do not have the capacity to do it like VaNessa. And that's what moved me about her. That's why I got in her face. I didn't know that we would ever work together that night, but I knew she needed to hear someone say that to her. But I'll tell you what I think got VaNessa to want to work with me. She wanted to work with me all along, but one day I sent out an email, and the headline of the email was, "I'm a bitchy sponsor."
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
and if you guys ask us for it, we'll send you that email. But she freaked out when she read that email, because I was brutal in the email, basically saying, I think that you guys are more. And I think, the email's written to one person. I think you're more. I think you're capable. I will not dumb it down. I will not baby you. I will not do it all for you. I will not give you the, 1, 2, 3 step system, because that's not how business works. Jeremy, is that how business works? Has anybody
Definitely not.
bathed and diapered you? Has anybody rubbed your belly? That's not how business works. People want to buy that. But in the end, see, I'm on a rant, and you'll shut me up in a second, VaNessa, but in the end, business and business smarts come from mentorship. Business and business smarts come from running with people that know what they're doing so that you can learn what you're doing, not having them do it all for you. So I wrote a letter that really just, I think VaNessa just boiled that day, because she knew who she was. And, tonight we're doing this webinar because and I'm going to talk about Jeremy in a second, but tonight we're doing this webinar because we're kind of, we want to train you and teach you why you should be on leaderboards, why you should do this, why you should get mentored, why you should work in a team, and all this is important. But I'll tell you frankly, we're looking for some people that know that there's more for them, know that they're capable of more, know that they could be and should be earning more. See, I got in VaNessa's face and I said, you could be and should be doing more. And she said, you're right. Most people, I say to them, you could be and should be doing more, and they go, I don't know. So, and then Jeremy, when she introduced me to Jeremy, I just took a look at his stuff, and I went, the kid's sharp, man. The kid's sharp. The guy knows what he's doing. People shouldn't know how to do what this guy knows how to do at his age. They shouldn't know how to do this. He's a natural, and he is, he's just really sharp. So when she said, hey, have Jeremy come hang out with us, I was like, no way. We don't want him. And besides, she talked before about working in weakness. I'll tell you my strength. My weakness is the stuff that he is really good at. So he is a huge addition to our group, and I'm just thrilled to be working. We're done. Come in.
I appreciate that. I do. And
VaNessa, was I not supposed to tell the story? I don't know.
No, but you know what? You're right. I forgot about that. That was the first time I got the email. A friend of mine had told me like a month before to get on your list. I had no idea who you were. Sorry, I didn't. So I got on your list and I kind of opened some emails, but that one I will never forget. I was just leaving a client. I was teaching social media. I hopped in my car, checked my phone, saw the title, read it, called you from the parking lot. You picked up and you said, hey, VaNessa. And I was like, oh my gosh, she knew my name and a little, caller ID. I wasn't thinking at the time, but we had a 5-minute conversation. I was like, I loved that. That was cool. Then I met you and it was just awesome. So, but yes, you were, it was.
People of greatness want to be reminded of their greatness. It doesn't frighten them. People of greatness, when somebody calls upon their greatness, they rise up. People who are not great, or not great yet, because everybody has the capacity, when somebody calls upon their greatness, they get frightened and run away.
Mm-hmm.
You had yourself called on it, and you said, it's like your Superman outfit came out. She ran into the phone booth or something, and she whirled around, and she went, ta-da, Super VaNessa. It's because you have a capital N. Super
Yes.
VaNessa is in the house. So anyway, I'm hogging. I'm going to be
Yeah.
quiet.
No, you're good. It's just,
You
it's
should know
fun.
better than to let me talk.
Yeah, I know. I'm learning. I still, I learn. But Jeremy, when you, I know that we had spoken, we were doing a whole bunch of stuff, and when you said you wanted to come and join with us and run with us and use your skills to work with us, I was super excited. And the reason I was super excited is because I had the opportunity to get to know you over the last year, and I knew what you were capable of. And I
Hmm.
knew, just like Diane, with me, that putting you with some awesome marketers would just lift you up too. And I wanted that for you because I think you rock. I think you've got mad skills, and I think that you've done so much at the young age of 22. I mean, sheesh, I can only hope my son, when he's a teenager, has the gumption that you had to go out there and get going. And if there's anything that mom has to say about it, it probably will. But you went and did it on your own, and I
Hmm.
just commend you for that. And I've always thought that you rocked. But what were you thinking? What were you thinking when you said, "Hey, Vanessa, I want to come
I
partner with you"?
I remember I sent that message to you on Facebook at like 3 a.m. And I believe like there's a point in everybody's life that if you sit down, you do a lot, you kind of get results, you kind of don't. It's an up and downhill battle. You go through so much, that you know what you're doing. And I think there's a point in everybody's life where something clicks, and it's just like I'm ready to just absolutely dominate with my skills. I know I got the confidence, I know I got the skills to do everything, and I knew exactly who I wanted to work with. I know me and you, every time we've done anything, uh, we've always made money. No
We
matter
have.
what we do, we make money, and it's absolutely amazing. And I believe that there's a point where in anybody's mind that it clicks, and it's just like I'm ready. Because some people they get online, they kind of BS around, they don't really get much done. They think they're getting much done, but they actually end up on Facebook the rest of the day or something like that. And they don't really get nothing done. And I've had so many up and downhill battles over the years, just like learning my own stuff. Uh, Having websites kicked off Google that were bringing in money, having my Google AdWords account banned and everything like that. All that fun stuff brought me to the point of actually um, wanting to focus on something and partnering with the top people and really just ready to run, hit it hard, and kind of show my face to the industry and really just sit down and focus. Focus is probably the major key to success in this industry, I know, and including the people that you're working with. And it just was like one day, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, I want to work with Vanessa. And I sent you that email, and I got in that weekend. And it's like I'm like, we're ready, we're rocking and rolling right now. And then I think it was that Monday. I think I was sick that weekend, and then that Monday, me, you, and Diane all hopped on a call, and here I am. It's we're partnering up, doing webinars together, and it's fun every single day.
Cool. Well, I think that that's I didn't know that. I didn't know it was 3 in the morning. I knew it was early. I was
Hmm.
down at Jonathan Budd's house actually that weekend when it came in, and I saw it come in, and I responded and was like, let's go. So I'm happy and I'm thrilled that you're here with us, and I love the great things that we're doing. So I just want to say that to you in front of people. I think it comes down to, and actually, Greg Gomez gave this line to me yesterday. We were having a conversation, and since he is actually listening right now, he's going to hear me hopefully do it justice. So, Greg Gomez is a great marketer in his own right. He does a bunch of cool stuff, and he's a friend of mine. And the
He's
conversation he
Mexican.
was, what was that?
I'm
Are you,
sorry. Keep going.
Are you picking on him?
I'm loving him.
Okay. We were talking though, and he said, he's got this distinction between being committed and being serious. And that's just struck me for the whole day yesterday, and I wanted to bring it up to you tonight. So, Greg, I'm giving you credit, so don't get mad at me. Being serious is like, yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious. When I'm ready, I'll be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm serious. I really want to do this. Yeah, when the time comes, whatever. Committed is when you're like, you know what? I'm doing this, and I'm doing this now. I'm going to figure it out. I don't know how, but I am not only serious, I'm committed. And when you make that commitment to yourself in your head is when the shift comes. And that was kind of what, sounds like Jeremy went through. And it's what I went through when I realized, what Diane was telling me. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm committing to myself that I am more than serious. So I just wanted to throw that distinction out there for you about being committed versus serious. Um, so anyway, I wanted to share that with you, and I borrowed that, and I give credit where credit is due. So that was a conversation that I had yesterday. So Diane, I'm going to pass it over to you really quick. I got to figure out where I go and change presenter. So be prepared.
I'll do it in a second.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can do
I'll
it.
do
Good.
it in a second. I'm just pulling something.
You do it, because I don't want to blow anything up.
Well, yeah, because then when I do, you can blame me. Or...
Exactly. Exactly.
How does that work? That's not fair. All right.
So guys, raise your hands. Are you with us still? Or is this making sense? Do you get why people do things with other people? Cool. Hands are going up.
Okay, my computer's just being weird. So hang on a minute. This is what my computer does. It gets weird. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm on Facebook, but I'll pull it over in a second to the slides. Guys, first of all, I mentioned earlier, we were talking about events, and that's just a picture of me speaking last year at Live the Dream. I've had the pleasure and the honor and the privilege of speaking in front of many, many, many large crowds. Just came back from Scotland, speaking at the UK Summit over there. I'll head back out to Live the Dream again. Unfortunately, VaNessa will be in England without me, so she won't be there with me. But, heading back out there again, and, it's really a pleasure to work with large groups of people, small groups of people. Teaching and training people in this industry is what I love, because when I started, I was $40,000 in credit card debt. I didn't know anything about having a home business. I had one baby under each arm, and I was completely lost. And, I learned how to make some money. And then over time, I learned how to really market. And today, I've boiled it down into some really simple ways to do it. And it's really interesting because people that are committed, like VaNessa was talking about the difference between serious and committed, people that are committed, if they follow through, it's really pretty quick that they're in action, that they're making money. It's pretty exciting. So what we're going to do tonight is we're just going to show you one of the revenue streams that we're working on. So if you just came for the training and stuff, we've given you some good training on why you want to work hard to be on the leaderboards, how to get the attention of the big players, how to get them to groom you, because they will, believe me. If you show up, if there's a launch and you end up in the top 10, top 20 of a launch, believe me, quickest way to get Jonathan Budd, Mark Hoverson, Dagan Smith, all these top players, including myself, to pay attention to you is to perform. And when you perform, we are dipping down and giving you a hand. It's stunning. You'll get on their radar. Why to work in teams, how to find people that complement your skill sets and work together so that you can achieve something faster. If I had to figure out all the technical stuff by myself, I'd still be, making nothing. I partnered up with people that could do that. And we also covered, one more important thing. VaNessa, what did we cover? Something else. Why teams, why leaderboards,
multiple streams of income, and why you want them.
And multiple, and why you want to have multiple streams of income. I'm a businesswoman. I try not to get caught up in hype. One of the reasons why VaNessa and I love working together is because we don't dig the hype of the industry. Go on Facebook, go on YouTube, go anywhere, and it's all this hype. Oh, this is the best thing, and 4 million% commission, and the best thing since sliced bread, and 4 million leads in a day, and all that type of stuff. And, it's great and it sells, but in the end game, it will not give you a stable business unless you truly learn how to market, unless you align with people that are truly marketers. The big boys and girls are all marketers. And then it's just a matter of how many gazillions of people they have moving around and doing different things. So we're very committed to teaching people about how to be marketers, and we're committed to teaching people about revenue, multiple revenue streams, because if you don't have multiple revenue streams, you're kind of at mercy of different things out there. See, nobody can mess with me. Nobody can mess with VaNessa. Nobody can mess with Jeremy, because we have all different streams. And we work together by choice, so it's a beautiful thing. So let me go through real quick, and I'll show you one of the companies that we work with. And I'm not going to do a presentation tonight because, one, we don't have time. We really wanted to do some training with you, but we want to show you what we are involved with, one of the things that we're involved with. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. And we want to talk to you about why you might want to consider coming to run with us on this particular thing. And yes, you can do this part-time, and yes, you can do it around whatever you're already doing. If you want to do it, you know, as your primary thing, rock and roll. But all of us, we're doing this. We're earning free cruises. We're earning, you know, secondary, tertiary incomes, and we're building up assets, and it's pretty cool. And it's not all we do, and that's why it's so great, because there is no pressure. You know, you have to be all in and this and that. So I'm literally fast forwarding through this whole presentation, because you can watch this on a recording. That's not what you want to do with me tonight, okay? What you want to do is grasp why we're involved with this particular company and why we're doing this. Numis Network, it's real simple. It's an asset development program. Every month, instead of getting juice or shake mix or cell phone service or whatever, we're getting a silver asset, okay? And again, I'll give you a full presentation. I want to give you a concept tonight, not a presentation. I want you to figure out whether working with this team turns you on, and then you can go do your due diligence on your own. Watch the video, come to it, you know, the presentation tomorrow night, whatever you want to do. But what we do is we collect assets. We build up a base of assets. Guys, most people in this country have no savings and no assets. Again, most people in this country have no savings and no assets, and they are literally weeks away from bankruptcy. If they lost their job, they would lose their homes, they would lose all their property, and most of their property is leveraged anyway with mortgages and loans. So, and I don't know about you, but that was my reality not so long ago. Not so long ago, we had $40,000 in credit card debt, we had car loans, we had school loans, we had debt coming out the wazoo, and God forbid my husband had lost his job, we would not have had a home. So when I saw this, I said, this is what I want to be involved with as one of my revenue streams, because most people get into the industry, and I'm just talking straight tonight because I know you're friends with Jeremy and VaNessa, so I'm just going straight to the point. Most people get into this industry, and what happens is they spend their time losing money instead of making money. And I think that is a crying shame, because people get into this, they get into this to build a future, and the next thing you know, they've dropped, you know, I don't know how many thousands of dollars. I don't know if any of you guys are in this. So I said, one, every month, instead of getting juice or lotions or potions or whatever, and there's nothing wrong with those guys. I sold all those things in the past. But every month, instead of getting something that either goes bad or is consumed, that is gone by the end of the month, people are accumulating an asset. I'll show you a picture in a minute. And that is giving them an automatic savings plan. It's like they're getting paid twice, because in addition to developing a residual income with this program, you are collecting these coins, these silver assets that have a value in the marketplace. So it's pretty exciting, and our goal, because I'll show you how you can get yours for free, our goal is to give away $10 million in free silver by 2017. Again, tonight I'm not going through all, you know, network marketing is slides and all that type of stuff. I think most of you guys know, and if you don't know, ask Jeremy, ask VaNessa, they'll get you all that type of information. But if you were on one of these two lists that was invited tonight, you're generally pretty savvy. So I'm going to skip some of this stuff because it goes to tax savings and all this other stuff. And tax savings are critical if you have a home business. Obviously, you can save a lot on your taxes, and we'll show you how you can save at least $500 a month on your taxes. But I want to show you a picture. These are the coins. These are the collectibles. This is Dave, by the way. See all these cases here? Every one of these holds like 50 of these coins. Okay, every one of these coins is worth anywhere from $100 to $300. So he is amassing huge amounts of assets through his business. He's getting a boatload of them for free every month, because when you refer 3 people that get in our Coins on Club, it's like if you refer 3 people getting your program or whatever, you get yours free. But if you refer 6 or 9 or 12, you keep getting more and more and more free. So a guy like Dave, somebody like me, we're getting hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of free silver every single month, in addition to building a residual. Now, let me ask you a question, straight up, because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know, and what about this, and I don't know about that. Look, would you like more money? You know, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty common sense. If you can get paid in money, and you also, your auto ship comes in money, it's just a different form of money, and that money is safe from inflation and this, and that, wouldn't that be a good thing? I just saw it and I went, well, this is stupid smart. You know, this is like so smart. Why wouldn't anybody want to be doing this? And people get caught up in all this stuff. And, you know, Jeremy, like, I just don't get when people are sitting there and they're going, well, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And it's like, you can get it for free. What is there to argue about?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I don't get that. If somebody, it's like when I'm doing affiliate marketing. I see a product that I want. Let's say I see a big product. It's $2,000, right? And it's from one of the big gurus. And I go, I want that product. Brendan Burchard, I want that product. I don't sit there and bellyache about how much it costs or whatever. I just go, how many do I have to sell to get mine for free? I go get an affiliate link. I go sell a couple of them, share, you know, promote, whatever. If you do what we teach you, me, VaNessa, and Jeremy, if you figure out how we build lists, etc., you just tell people, hey, I'm getting this. Who wants to do it with me? Do you know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars I made by that line? Hey, I'm getting this product. Anybody want to do it with me? And everybody buys it. Now mine is free and I made money. So it's the same thing here. It's like, hey, I'm doing the silver thing. Anybody want to do it with me? Right? And then VaNessa said yes, and Jeremy said yes, and we have lots of people on the team. They all said, yeah, we'll do it with you. What's really cool is everybody is getting their silver for free if they want to, if they are committed. So it's pretty cool. By the way, every one of these is worth about $2,500 today's value. So it just keeps going up. So you just put them away, put them in your closet, lock them up. People. I had one lady get this answer. One lady told me, I can't do the program. Nowhere to lock all the coins up.
Oh,
Like, that's a little weird.
yeah.
Right? It's like people saying, oh, I can't make extra money because I'd have to pay taxes on it.
So
I can't make extra money because I'd have to pay taxes on it.
Diane, I just have to think about, you know, Jeremy's only 22. He is going to be rock solid with assets.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, we have a guy on our team, Duke. In fact, he might be on the line tonight, and Duke's 27, and he was already calculating. He's not even engaged yet, has a beautiful girlfriend, and he's calculating how these coins are going to pay for his kid's college education. And he has it all calculated out. He's not even married, let alone having a kid, and he's already calculated the whole thing out. And he knows I'm 27, you know, Jeremy's younger. I'm 27, and I can do this, and that. My daughter's on the coins. You know, I want my kids to have something that's safe for a rainy day in case the dollar drops. We're never even going to talk about the volatility of the dollar, et cetera, what's going on. I read today that in Spain, because a lot of countries are in trouble in Europe, in Spain, the food bank demand is getting out of control. They run out of food every day before they can even possibly give it out.
Ugh.
And that's going on across Europe. Now, I'm not here to do doom and gloom and be scared. I'm just here to say, let's be equipped. You know, I believe in, you know, knock on wood, I believe that everything will work out fine, but let's be equipped. And besides that, isn't it just smart to have savings in a diversified way? So, you know, these slides are the typical network marketing slides. When you get involved in the business, you can leverage and this and that and how your team grows. Great. You've all seen that. You've read the books. But I want to show you a little bit on the comp plan. And again, go watch a full presentation. But this is how the money works. It's very simple. It's very fun. Okay, here's you. Here's you. Okay. Whenever you bring somebody into the program, you make $100. Okay, so you bring one person in, 2 people in, 3 people in, and you make $300, right? Super. Okay, wow, I'm rich, right? $300. But then we hit what I call the line of demarcation. By the way, I am the most ridiculous PayPal presenter in the world. Everybody does it all fancy. I do it like straight. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, VaNessa. I'm just like, look, show me the money. Okay, I'm just like, whoa. Line of demarcation, okay? At this line, after you've put in 3 people, here's what starts to happen. You put in your 4th person, and again, you make $100. But then when they start putting in people, every time they put in a person, you're going to make $100 too. You didn't put the person in over here, so they did. Your guy did. $100. Every time he puts in another person, $100. Okay, this goes to infinity. They put in a person, $100. They put in a person, $100. They put in a person, and this goes as wide as you can go after your first three. Once your first three come, it's every person you put in, you get $100 for every person they put in, and their first three people, every person they put in, it goes to unlimited depth. Okay. This is only one part of the 16 ways we can get paid. We can get paid in getting free silver. We can get paid in retailing. We can get paid in this bonus. There's also a satellite bonus and this bonus and that bonus and a binary bonus. It's ridiculous. There's all different ways to get paid. But even just this bonus alone, it starts to rack up because you just put in a few people, and as they put people in, all of this money is rising up towards you. And it gets exponential. So it is pretty fantabulous. Wednesday is payday. Today was payday. Wednesday is my favorite day of the week. Actually, that's a lie because I get paid every day from something, but I like when I get the little notification that the money came in from it.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah. Now, in addition to the pay plan, and again, if you go watch a full presentation, you can look at the whole pay plan because a lot of people go, well, what about this and what about that? We have it covered. We have it all there, but I don't have time tonight. What I want to talk to you tonight is about how would you like to work with the person in the industry that runs coaching programs for all the biggest names. Her name is VaNessa Duplessie. She is in demand. People are fighting over having her work with them to run their coaching programs. How would you like to work with her? How would you like to work with the next young up-and-coming rock star in this industry that's already hitting the leaderboards, already getting invited to all the parties with the big players, etc.? How would you like to work with that person? And me, I suck, so you don't want to work with me. Anyway. Okay, they do have a BMW. They do have a BMW car program. They do have luxury trips. We right now are at the tail end of qualification for a cruise, a 7-day cruise. We have like a week and a half left. Why do you think we're talking to you tonight? I'm kidding. We have a week and a half left. You actually could, if you have a list or you know some people or want to let us do a presentation for you, you actually could qualify for this cruise. You have a week and a half, but it's very doable. You really only need to put in 4 people, and 2 of your people get 2 people. If you can get that done in a week, you can go on the cruise with us. Where am I? I'm right here. Don't I look good, VaNessa?
You are cute.
Yeah, I went on 3 paid vacations from Numis Network last year. I went on this cruise in January. In June, I went to an all-inclusive resort in Mexico. It was incredible. And then I spent 10 days in Orlando on them, including hotel, rental car, the whole thing. So it was a pretty good year, and now we're working up for this next cruise in January. So even if you're extremely part-time, and I tell people this all the time, look, if you dig this and you want to do this, rock it, make lots of money. But if you're somebody that just wants the lifestyle benefits and some extra money and other revenue stream, if you just bring in like 2 people a month, your income just you know, it just exponentially grows. And obviously you want to find 2 people that are going to do something. But if you bring in 2 people and they start to duplicate out, not only will you get multiple trips a year, you'll qualify literally at only 2 people a month. You'll qualify for multiple trips a year. It's unheard of. There's no other. I used to have to do 100,000 volume at my old company to get a 3-day cruise, 4-day cruise. And now I come here and I can recruit a couple of people and I get to go on all these incredible trips. So it's a great additional revenue stream because of the benefits. And this is really how you get started. Getting in is $495. Don't gasp, because when I tell you what's coming, you'll be a little excited. And we have a quick start plan where you can put in 2 people in your first week and basically get back almost all, if not all of that money, sometimes over. It just depends, because there's a bonus we have called the Silver Eagle bonus. It varies from week to week. VaNessa, when you did it, you put in your first 2 people. First check came back was about how much?
$488.
$488. So you didn't make quite $495, but you did get a silver coin, so I think you did okay.
I was close.
Right. So when you get started, you get your Coins Are Cool training DVDs. You get your first silver asset. It varies from month to month which one you're going to get. I can't tell you specifically which one, but you do get one. You're going to get a certificate. If you have some old coins at home, like VaNessa, your family had had old coins around. Kathy Heath, one of our gals, she had coins that her mother and grandmother had given her. You're able to send them off to our grading service, which is nationally recognized grading service, and they'll grade your coins for free to tell you what they're worth and et cetera, et cetera. And guys, I didn't get into tonight, there's a whole world of silver coins. And a lot of people, they start to do Google stuff and they get really confused. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. All you have to do is go on Home Shopping Network. Any given week, there's at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shows selling these coins. They're selling them by the gazillions. Okay, I'll get you the exact figures if you want them. And these coins are graded to be absolutely perfect. Okay, they're not just a little hunk of silver that's laying around. There's a difference. Again, in the full presentation, we explain that to you. You know, when I first started looking, I didn't understand it all. And then I went through and I went, oh, I get it. Okay, these are sealed. They're designed to be collected, and they're designed to, you know, be safe and not get messed up over the years. Now, you also get your Forever Crystal. These are beautiful. They're a great Christmas gift, too. You upload a picture. They etch it onto the crystal, and you can put on, you know, like, you know, Mary and John, you know, your wedding date or the kid's birth date or whatever. This is the only gift I've ever been able to give my mother-in-law in my 22 years of marriage that made her cry that she loved, because she's impossible, and she went nuts when she got this. So they're great gifts. By the way, even if you're not interested in this program and working with us and getting all the marketing training and things that we have going on, you know, contact Jeremy or VaNessa if you want one of these for the holidays. I'm telling you, they are a hit for gifts. You get the silver attaché case. In my house, my kids like to throw on my trench coat and run around and make believe they're secret agents with the silver attaché case. Don't ask. But they do put all the coins in there. They're designed to hold your coins. You get the Numis portfolio, so when you're doing business, you look professional. And, of course, all your websites to get started. That's how this works. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it back over to VaNessa, because she has some really special bonuses. If any of you guys are interested in this, interested in working with us as a marketing team, and of course, when we mastermind, we don't just mastermind on this. We talk about, you know, I mean, I've already spent some time on the phone with Jeremy and giving him tips on emails and this and that and stuff. You know, we'll mastermind and help you with whatever you have going on, you know, within reason. So if you have other stuff going on, but you realize that you really need to be working with some high-level marketers, this really might be the right place for you. And I'm going to turn it over to VaNessa, but let me tell you one last thing. Here's why, after 13 years in this industry, when I came back into MLM, because I did a lot of consulting, I was working with top distributors at companies all through the industry, helping teach about social media and marketing. They were flying me all over, and I was doing a lot of that. When I decided to come back into the industry, I looked at this and I realized, one, nobody can get hurt here, because the product is actually of the value. What you pay every month to be involved with this program, you get back an asset that holds the same value. In other words, most places you buy $100 worth of something and you get back something that wholesale, you couldn't sell it if you wanted to, and it has no value. Okay? This, everything you get holds the same value of what you paid for it. And then two, what this company has is unheard of, because no other company in the industry has anything like it. We have a 5-year buyback guarantee. We guarantee that in 5 years, we will buy back any coin that you purchase through the Silver Coin of the Month Club, which is our program. Any coin you purchase through that program, they will buy back for the full purchase price. Bottom line is, the company knows that it has absolutely zero risk. Because why would they offer to buy something back if they, in their wildest dreams, thought it would go down in value? They know that it won't. And no other company, heck, companies barely offer 30-day buyback guarantees. Most companies, if you're a rep, they don't even offer that. They'll exchange it. And this company is saying, we stand behind our products so strongly, and we know what this industry is and where it's going. It's called the numismatics industry, that we're willing to guarantee everything you get for 5 years solid. So, VaNessa, I'm going to hand it back over to you so you can share with everybody the special stuff that you and Jeremy have put together. It's pretty stunning what VaNessa is about to show you that she's giving to folks that want to hang out with us. So,
Okay.
take it away.
Cool. Well, it should be back to me, and Basically, Jeremy and I, are looking for some folks to work with, from a marketing perspective, from a business perspective. And so basically, I want to say the comment of if you were referred here by someone else and you happen to come here, get back with them and, talk to them about the opportunity if it interests you as another income stream. Otherwise, Jeremy and I have put together a fun little package for folks who want to come play with us. And this is something that is good through October 13th, which is this coming Saturday. So if you're looking forward to adding an income stream, running with us, learning marketing better, and being able to become a better marketer and business person by being around us and learning the things that we do, this is for you. So let's see if I can switch my.
VaNessa, do me a favor. Can you maximize your screen or put the slides up full screen? Because
Yeah.
right now we're just seeing it all kind of small.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me see what I'm doing here. Oh, I don't know. Slideshow.
You can do slideshow from the current slide, yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting there. Okay. So there we go. Much better. So anyway, we are looking for folks who are ready to run with us. We are here to help you with your marketing, to help you be a better marketer and business person is basically what we want to do. And Numis is a part of that. I'm going to go and tell you what we got for you. So if you come on board by Saturday the 13th, I am going to give you my 16-week fall festival of training. I am in about week 5 right now. We are covering all kinds of topics: banner ads, solo ads, list building, email marketing, better usage of Facebook so you're not viewed as one of those, crummy spammers that we all don't like. We'll talk about blogging. We basically talk about whatever folks have on their mind that given week. There's a private Facebook group for discussion and support, and it's just a fall marketing intensive. So you will get access to the replays as well as the live coming classes. Separate from that, this is all marketing here in my fall festival, but I've got a 6-week mindset training that I started today. The first session was fabulous, and we're going to go for 5 more weeks, and you will have access to come join us for that, either on the live webinar or on the replay, depending on your time. And I'm going to tell you that this is something that is not taught by anybody in our marketing circles. And the reason I know that is because I learned it 13 years ago almost in my life purpose coaching certification course. I went through an 18-month certification to actually become a life coach. So before I was a marketing coach, I was a life coach. And this mindset stuff is not taught. Sure, you can go find it out there from other people if you're just truly looking for personal development. But what I'm doing is I'm taking it and I'm applying and flipping it to how you can have a better 2013. So it just kind of, I think, blew people away today. It was really, really fun to do, and it's not taught by anybody out there right now, and I'm pleased to be able to teach it. So that's kind of what I want to give to folks. And the first one was valued at $397 is what it was sold for, and this one was sold for $147 for the 6 weeks. Jeremy has a couple of things. So Jeremy, you want to talk about your Dark Knight Persuasion course really quick?
Yeah. Dark Knight Persuasion is actually a persuasion course I put together. Persuasion and persuasive and hypnotic selling has been a big study of mine over the last 2 to 3 years. Uh, and I kind of put together a course of language patterns that people can actually use to overcome objections and close sales using simple persuasion patterns like a pro. And I absolutely love persuasion, and it's just something as simple as the way you word your words and the way you say them and the way you deliver them that could absolutely crush a sale and ruin it. Uh, no matter what the sell is, even if it's a $10 sell, you still always get hit with the same objections over and over again. And knowing little patterns that you can use with almost anybody to overcome objections can really help build your business and really in all aspects of your life uh, kind of just help you move forward. And that's all about what Dark Knight Persuasion is. It's actually I got probably some of the best feedback of any of my products from this product right here.
I just have to say, if you want to know somebody who knows how to create products from the technical aspect and how to put the pieces together on the back end, Jeremy's really good at that. Just saying. Let me go to the next piece of the puzzle here. The Lazy Man's Guide to SEO.
Oh yeah, yeah. SEO. I've been doing SEO since I got in the industry. It's one of the first marketing methods that I've learned. And if anybody's ever done SEO, then you know the tedious task of backlinking and interlinking pages and anchor text links and all kinds of other nonsense that is frustrating. And
He's talking my
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
talking my language there.
And I've actually over the past year or so I've been toying around with new methods to actually take the tedious labor out of uh, SEO and actually turn it into a 15-minute system. I've ranked pages uh, on Google for some well-known products in less than 15 minutes without even really doing any kind of backlinking. It's literally the Lazy Man's Guide to SEO, and the course is about an hour and a half long. It's just to the point, it's no fluff, anything. It's just things that you can use right now, today, to go ahead and start ranking articles and your sites and everything on Google and start getting traffic for free.
I like it.
Yeah.
SEO is not my strong suit. I know it's important, but it hurts my head. Honestly, that's actually it hurts my head.
hmm
Um, so I like having people around me that know how to do that stuff. You can talk to me about solo ads and banner ads and Facebook ads and all kinds of other list building techniques, but SEO, my head goes. "Urgh." I don't know. I don't know about you, Diane. That's me.
I just don't. I call it AEIOU or EIEIO. I got some of the top SEO people in the industry mad at me for saying that, but I was like, I don't know what it is. EIEIO, LMNOP.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm
So,
a top marketer, but it's just not my bag. So the Lazy Man's Guide, actually, Jeremy, can you hook me up, man? Hook me up.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I have to sign up, but hook me up, man, because maybe that'll help me, because I know I need to learn some of it. My philosophy is the path of least resistance. VaNessa, do me a favor real quick. I know we're over the hour, guys. I want to show you something real quick. Scroll back, VaNessa, to the slide with your first product on it. One forward. Okay, guys, I want to show you what you're getting here in this bundle. Even if you're not into the coins, okay, and you might want to make a decision to get going with these guys right away, because look at what you're getting. Okay, VaNessa, who is the coach's coach, who works for Dagan Smith, who works for Jonathan Budd, who's worked for, is about to work for some of the other biggest names in the industry, coordinating, not just being a coach, coordinating their coaching programs, okay? She's giving you 16 weeks of marketing training, okay? And she's covering all the most important stuff. No fluff. VaNessa's a no fluff kind of girl. I tend to be a little fluffy. VaNessa's straight in, straight out, which is a blessing. Next to me. Now go to the next one. It's a $400 value. It only costs $500 to get started. $400 value. Next one. 6-week mindset, purpose, theme. She already told you what she went through to get certified to teach this, okay? 13 years, guys, I'm telling you right now, if you're not succeeding at the level that you want to succeed, it has nothing to do with anything but the way you're thinking. Period. Over and out. And she's giving you the training, which truthfully I think that this training should cost a lot more, but people tend to like the marketing stuff because they're looking for a to-do. It's not what to do, it's how to think, and she's going to give you that. Go to the next one. So right now we're up to $550, right? It was $4 and $150, so $550 worth of stuff. Jeremy's now giving you Dark Knight Persuasion. And a lot of young guys like him, they dig this stuff, and I can't blame them, because it's the quickest and straightest route to making sales. Persuasion, learning word patterns, learning persuasive language and understanding it. Not only does it work in sales, but it works in picking up chicks, so it's good at studying the patterns no matter what. But anyway, $100. So now you're up to $600 worth of stuff. Actually, $650, and then go to the last one. Obviously, if you're going to be doing any type of blogging or search engine optimization, learning the quickest, shortest path to it is awesome. He's giving you that. So you're up to a $700 bonus value, and I dare say it's worth more. I don't know, and I'm always straight. I don't know Jeremy's stuff as well. I know how he writes, though, so I know he knows his stuff, but I haven't seen his products, truth. But I know VaNessa's stuff. And I'm telling you right now, it's worth a lot more than she's charging, or saying that the value is. Bundle that up, and nobody could write like he can if he hadn't studied this. So I'm willing to vouch for the guy. You're getting $700 worth of hardcore training that covers every aspect of your business, including your mind, which is the most important part. For a $500 get-in cost, you're getting back the silver coin. That's worth $120. Plus, of course, you're getting the mentorship and belonging to this group. And when you get involved, we'll show you the how to put your money back in 7 days plan. Put the money back in your pocket within 7 days, in and out. You could do it in 2 days if you want. 7 days, in and out, boom, 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 and you're in the black, in the profit. And you're in the profit from the get-go anyway because of all the training you got as a gift. Why are they doing this? Because they're crazy, and I told them not to, but they're doing it anyway. So there. VaNessa, closing thoughts.
I have no words other than I'm having fun. That's why I did it.
Having fun and making money.
Having fun and making money. Yeah.
It's a
Having
win-win.
fun and making money. But with a very stable base. There's lots of people having fun and making money, but it's not stable. So the wind blows and it falls over. See, I've been here for a long time. VaNessa's been here for a long time. Jeremy's been here for, even at his age, he's been here for a long time. And we're all about, will you be here tomorrow? Will you be profitable tomorrow? It's not about today, although we like to make money every single day, but the bottom line is in the long run, can you really have the freedom? They promised you sipping out of a coconut money. And, that's great, and it does happen for certain people. I'm one of them. I've been lucky enough, but I had to work my butt off to get there. But what I think is more important about this industry is the lifestyle and the freedom. I'm home with my kids. Vanessa's home with her kids. What do you do at home, Jeremy?
I'm chill. I just sit at home. I hang out with my friends.
There you
play
go.
video games.
I wanted to say video games. So I didn't want to, overstep my boundaries with you. So we're with our kids. He's playing video games. It's a nice life, guys. It's a good thing. So that's what we do. If you want to learn how to do it too, we're here for you. So get back with VaNessa. Get back with Jeremy. I'll shut up in a minute. But guys, do this before VaNessa is leaving for England. Okay? So I highly recommend. She said you have till Saturday night, but I recommend you do this now. Okay, we can get you the full presentation if you need it. If you know us, like us, and trust us already, you don't even need the whole thing. Do it now so we can work with you. And if you really have gumption, if any of you guys have a list and you're serious, not serious, committed, see?
Woo!
If you're committed, let us do a presentation. It doesn't have to be like this one. We did this one real casual because we know that you guys are in the industry. If you're doing it with people outside the industry, we can do a formal presentation. But let us work with you, because not only can we put the money back in your pocket, if you really want to charge, we could put you on that ship in January. I'm telling you now, not only have I've seen it done in like 2 days. So you have plenty of time if you really want to go. And all I know is I'd love to see you on the boat. I'm on the boat.
Oh, yes. And when you come and you join us, we will share with you this very, very cool video about getting on the boat.
And it's naughty, and we're not going to give you the censored version.
Yeah, no.
We're going to give you the adult version. It's got naughty words in it.
Yes,
we sing it every day.
Yes, we do. So, you guys, it's been fun hanging out with you. Thank you for letting us share. We wanted to give you some basics of marketing. We wanted to tell you about one of the things that we're doing to build our income, and that leg of the stool that we're working on right now. That's just been fabulous. And it's something I think that I was talking to a friend of mine today, and he's like, it's a no-brainer, VaNessa. He's like, I got my other stuff I'm doing, but who wouldn't want to collect an asset every month? He's like, it's just business sense. And I was like, dude, you get it. Cool.
But a lot of people don't have business sense, VaNessa. That's the challenge. That's what's interesting. Is I watch people every single day. They want to make money. They want to change their lives. But then when they see something that's so just plain common sense, and then they see people that really know what they're doing and say, come work with us, we'll show you what we're doing, they go, no, I basically want somebody to wipe my tushy. And that's good. It's great. But in the end, until you learn certain skills, and until you have a viable product line, and I do mean line of several products and services and different things, you're not going to get to where you want to go. So just straight.
Yep. No, that's how it goes. So if you want to, work with a group of people who are straight with you, who don't do the hype thing, but who are business people and who are making money, We're here to help mentor and groom people. That's kind of what we're about, because this is one piece of the puzzle for many of us, and it's cool. So anyway, here's how to get a hold of us. Make sure either to get back to Jeremy, get back to me. Again, I'm leaving Sunday, so our offer of the cool bonuses and training and access to us ends on Saturday evening. But thank you. We hope you learned a few things along the way tonight. Go ahead and pop into the Q&A box if you have any questions for us. We can stick around for a couple minutes, but in the consciousness of time, we appreciate you being here. Jeremy, any final words? Diane?
I'm out.
No, I I'm excited to work with some people and get them going. I know uh, partnership and working with already the top people in the industry. I mean, that could literally change what you're doing now. Even just being on the same team as them could instantly just jolt your motivation to prove yourself. Because I know I've met a lot of people that could just skyrocket in the industry. They just never had the chance to prove themselves to anybody.
And sometimes that's
That's
all
it.
you need is someone to
Mhm.
run with you.
Mhm.
That's
Cool.
it.
Well,
We call them runny bunnies. Runny buddies.
Running
running buddy.
buddies.
Exactly, exactly. So peace out, everybody. Thank you for being with us tonight. Enjoy your evening. Diane, Jeremy, I will catch you later.
Later,
Sounds
skater.
good.
Get a hold of us, folks. We're here for you. Let us know what you need. Good night, everybody.
All right.
Night.
Good night.